Hi again, Brendan here. Some of you are probably wondering, what kind of a writer is he? That's a great question. I've been writing for over 20 years. Classics, I redo. Shakespeare for kids was what I started with. I do classics and Greeks now. I take Shakespeare, I truncate it into like 15, 25-minute melodramatic, totally fun. Kids love to die on stage. And it's been performed all over the world. I've sold over 140,000 copies. I have 47 different titles currently. By the time you're watching this, I probably have number 48 out. And so it's been performed in a castle in Scotland, Macbeth has. I've had Romeo and Juliet performed on the streets in Verona, Italy. So it's a lot of fun, and it's been a great ride. Also, I do publishing and editing for my son's imprint. He is known as Doc Keegan. He's autistic, and he was a huge Seuss fan, and he really wanted to be and emulate Seuss, hence the name Doc Keegan. And you can check out his work, dockeegan.com. And he's got 5 books published now, and he'll always tell you his favorite is ZYX, just so you know. Now, writing a novel is different than writing a play or publishing a children's book, and fair enough. So COVID hit, and when COVID hit, every theater in the world shut down. So my business shut down, literally. And I had a buddy, he's like, dude, you still tell stories. And I'm like, that's true. He's like, you probably have some novels in your head. I said, that's true. And so I wrote a few chapters of a spy novel that I did. And my wife was like, kind of good. My friend was like, it's not bad. So I'm like, oh, maybe I can do some writing. And then my mom moved in with me right after COVID started. And that's when the Night She Said Hatchet started kind of flying in there. But it's a fun ride, and it's really been a great experience and very emotional, to be honest with you. But I can tell you the work is great all day long. But I've got testimonials just behind this video of people that have read the beta, as well as teachers that have worked with me with my work for a number of years. So I'll tell you what kind of work I do, and you can take it from there. Okay, that's about it. Have a good day.
I'm an elementary school teacher, and for the last 14 years, I was a theater teacher in an elementary school. It was hard to find scripts that my upper elementary students would love. 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders are a hard bunch, but finding Brendan Kelso's Playing with Plays solved that for me. They're campy and fun and very melodramatic, and something that my upper elementary students really enjoy performing. Brendan has a new book called The Night She Said Hatchet. It's an intriguing mystery set in California, and it deals with a parent's slide into Alzheimer's and the somewhat heartwarming and sometimes heartbreaking things that we are going through with our aging parents. And it's really a well thought out, well done mystery, but it also has that heartwarming part to it.
Hey y'all, this is Pam. I am here to tell you that I have known Brendan for enough years to know his sense of humor. It shines magically in this murder mystery that you're looking at picking up, or you should be. There's a lot of memorable moments that will squeeze your heart. So 2 pieces of advice: make sure you pick up the book, and if you're going to read it in one sitting, please make sure you get some rest, because you're not going to want to put it down.
What do murder, mystery, and familial ghosts have in common? In Brendan's new mystery novel, grief turns a caregiver into an amateur sleuth as he hilariously and hauntingly unravels a past shaped by his mother's Alzheimer's and a fictional family sin from the past. It's catharsis, suspense, and a few zany plot twists, all bound in one unforgettable page-turner. I worked with Brendan for about 10 years while he was director of product development. Give his first full-length novel a shot and keep the author's character in mind. A lovable, quirky, ADHD-stricken father, husband, and all-around good guy. I thoroughly enjoyed the book, and the pages flew by. So much so that I was done in only about 48 hours.
Hi, I'm Jerry Murray. I'm an elementary theater teacher at the Houston Independent School District. I've been working this job for 15 years now. When I started, I had no curriculum or textbooks or anything. And so I went to Barnes & Noble, and that's where I found Brendan Kelso's Midsummer Night's Dream and Macbeth. And I read them, and I have to say, they're so witty and creative and imaginative. he makes the plot easy for a student to understand, but he doesn't cut out any scenes. They follow the script scene by scene. So I've been using Brendan's scripts every year. I've probably directed maybe 30 of his shows, some repeats, but I highly recommend them. I love them. I use the scripts all the time.
Hi, I'm Deborah Rothhart. I'm one of Brendan's beta readers. I met Brendan when we worked at the same place around 2007, so I jumped at the chance to read The Night She Said Hatchet. One of the best scenes is when they're trapped in that burnout theater. Ooh, it gave me the creeps. It was just dark. It felt like something was waiting in the decay. You expect a ghost to pop out at any second, but when you actually discover what it is, it's way worse. You gotta read it.